Hey, this is my second run recording this, cause I don't know. I don't know what's up with like the OBS and like the noise canceling, but my mic just sounds a little funny. It's not my voice or anything; it's just the background noises, which I find a little weird. But I just wanted to make this and just say that I'm 17 and I feel like I haven't really accomplished anything. I sound a little too giddy and jolly to be saying it, to say that like that, but let me get to that. I just got a text. Who texted me? Oh. It wasn't a text, it was a verification code from I don't know what. I think someone's trying to get into my account right now for fuck knows reason. But this story starts in 2020, I believe, about half a decade ago. I was in middle school. Um, I don't know if I should. Okay, I apologize if I have like a lot of ums and buts in this video. This is my first time doing this, so of course I'm gonna space a little with my words. I'm not that trained. I'm not that commentary trained. It starts in middle school. My story starts in middle school. I meet this girl. Let's call her Valeria. I meet Valeria at middle school. I'm just be honest. We never really spoke at all. This part of the story doesn't matter at all. It's just how we met. I'm gonna prove its relevancy later, like in a minute. We had the same leadership class. We never spoke at all. Yeah, no, we just knew each other by name. She knew I was Eric. I knew her by Valeria. That's about it. Moving on, the relevancy. Um, it's freshman year. I think this is like 2 years later. I believe the same leadership class was in seventh or sixth grade. No, it was seventh grade. I remember this being seventh grade because the coronavirus just broke out. We got the 6 weeks from school, 6 weeks off of school. Yeah, seventh grade. So wow, yeah, 2 years later, 2022, freshman year. If I were to be exact, it was actually 2021, December 31st, where I was texting everybody Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, and and then I saw her Instagram. We followed each other, but that's about it. I mean, everybody in middle school just followed each other just for knowing your name. So I just texted her. I was like, "Hey, I totally forgot you existed." She saw it instantly, bro. I kid you not. She saw it. She saw it instantly. I must have been like, I don't even know, but she saw it instantly. I was surprised before I even closed off the before I swiped away from the Instagram chat. I saw the little C notification on Instagram. I was like, oh sweet. So I just stayed, and then she hit me with the, huh? Who are you? And then I was like, well, it's Eric. Remember leadership? Oh my goodness, my dog is walking. And then we just started chit chatting. The same night we called, believe it or not. I don't know how I wiggled my way to a call the same night. I figured we were both bored. It was New Year's, so yeah, I really don't. Crazy coincidence. It's like this was meant to happen. We called. I got to know her better. She thought my voice was attractive. Dot dot dot. She said this like a year later, but I'm saying this now because, the relevancy again proves itself later. I'll prove its relevancy again later. And we kind of just hit it off from there. We got into this conversation. We started talking. We started gossiping about people in middle school. People we didn't like, people we did like. And mind you, at this time, Valeria had nobody. She had zero friends at all. She was. It's pretty messed up to say this, but she was a social reject. And of course, I gave her attention that nobody had done in, I assume, what felt to her like years. So she kept talking to me and talking to me. Then I kept talking to her and talking to her. And like a month later, we started dating. Crazy, right? It's crazy how life can change with a click of a button. Literally, if I'd never pressed that send button, then I wouldn't even be making this video. we started dating, right? We hung out more and more. Oh yeah, we hung out. I mean, we started dating a month later, but 2 weeks after I first texted her, and the call I made her the same day I texted her, we hung out. We hung out at her school. I'm like 6 foot, roughly. I'm like six. Well, at this time, I believe I was like 5'9". She was like 4'11", and that's like the first thing I said to her when I first saw her in person, like for the first time in like 2 years, right? We all had masks on because it was during the coronavirus thing, and I was like, "Wow, you're really short." And then she's like, "Everyone says that." Like, sure, dude. Whatever, dude. Moving on, there was a Starbucks right up the place, so we just went there, just hung out a bit, see what you know, Starbucks. Ordered my drink, she ordered hers. Everything went smoothly. We started talking, and we really kicked it off that day. I remember we really kicked it off. I mean, yeah, no. And since she had like literally nobody to talk to, well, actually she did. She was in this group chat with a whole bunch of her online friends, and that's pretty much the only amount like of actually like friends she had. Well, she had like some in-person friends, but she herself claimed that they were all fake and that they didn't actually like her for her or whatnot. So all this attention just really captivated me. I really just liked this attention that she was giving me. I got addicted to this attention because this is like the first. No girl has ever given me this amount of attention in my life, and it made me feel like really good. I liked being the spotlight. I liked being the center of attention, and she did too, because I was the only person, not even like boy. I was the only person to give her attention, and I feel like this is where the story just kind of like begins to like crumble. I know this is like a month in out of the 3 years that we were together, from February 2022 to October 2024. But when when it's just both of us being our center of attentions, I don't think it works out well. Reason being because we're kind of all we have. So if we're ever in a bad mood, well, this happened more with her. Whenever we got into like a little argument or a little fight, since she was like all I had, she got into like this really bad mood for like 2 days, and that shit just got really draining. I'm not gonna lie, it got crazy draining. And I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't. I got too selfish. But I never said anything like that. I always consulted her to the best of my ability. I tried to make her feel better. Oh, shipwreck. Do I have a bad? I do. And this would happen like once a week, dude. Her parents never allowed her to date. We were 15 at this. No, we were still 14. I remember. We were still 14. We started dating in February of 2022. 3 months later, we were hanging out at the same place at her school. We were walking to the Starbucks, and her mom, like, was driving somewhere amongst the street leading up to the Starbucks and happened to catch a glimpse of us. And she just froze in place, like, holy shit, that was my mom. I recognized that license plate. And I was like, oh, well, is that a bad thing? I was like, and then she was like, Eric, I don't know. I don't know if she actually even saw me. I hope she didn't, but I'm not allowed to date anybody. My parents are really strict about that. I didn't give it much thought, but she looked like she was panicking, so I comforted her a bit. Just being me. Are polar bears naturally hostile? What if I hit it? Holy shit, never mind. Actually, I could just do this. And, well, when she returned home from that hangout session, her parents gave her the talk of, like, why she shouldn't date. She never broke up with me, there, but I actually broke up with her. And this is actually where it starts to, like, spiraling the fuck down. It gets pretty bad from here. Not literally, but it eventually leads to the last and final breakup. And I broke up with her, and dude, she was destroyed, bro. Like, mentally just destroyed. She threw, like, this tantrum. Actually, I wouldn't even say tantrum. She was just really, like, sad. Right? I still liked her attention, so me being the little center of attention desiring little fuck I wanted to be, I still kept texting her, even after the breakup, in May of 2022. Which ultimately led me letting her back into my life. Holy moly, is that what I think it is? Oh, it is. And then we kick it off again, like literally the same day I broke up with her. Like we fucking got back together. Like the same call, like the same day. Which kind of ended up being like pretty beneficial because she was able to tell her mom that we weren't together. Cause like she sucks at lying. She really sucked at lying. So without us being together, she had no reason to lie, and she told the truth. The reason I say that she sucks at lying and the reason why it matters is because her parents knew she sucks at lying. So they know when she lies. And seeing as she was not lying, they were able to say that she was telling the truth. Which ended up getting her parents off of her back about this entire situation, which led to us getting back together with no problem. The reason this breakup happened because as soon as she went home after this hangout session, she got put in this really like draining mood, and she threw this fucking this fit. She just got really upset. She started being like super dry, and she's done this like pretty often. But this time, I felt like was like the final straw. So I just had to like let go, but it just led to us getting back together. And then, let's actually fast forward, like, to 8 months ago. 8 months ago was what, May? Like, fucking September, some shit like that. September 2024, the senior year began. Crazy. I'm 17, senior year began. We're still dating, actually. Things are pretty healthy. She got really pretty, really amazing. And, we were like the perfect couple, or so it felt like. And, like, yes, we've had our intimate encounters, but at these intimate encounters, that's where I feel like stuff started. That's, like, the problem. I kept, like, using her just for, like, my own, like, I don't know. I'm gonna just be honest. I just got addicted to, like, lust. We actually did. But she kind of snapped out of it before me. And it kind of just led to this dilemma where I invited her over to my house just so we could do certain acts. She never really minded, but why would she ever tell me? She didn't want to hurt my feelings, and I was her boyfriend. Saying that out loud just makes me realize that maybe she was bothered, but it failed regardless, so. I acknowledge my mistakes after these intimate encounters that I got addicted to. 8 months later, well, actually, no, in October 2024, she broke up with me. I remember this. I was on my PC. I was playing Brawlhalla, and she gave me a text. Hey Eric, can we talk? Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second. I was playing the game, and she hit me with "Hey Eric, I think we should go our separate ways." What? What do you mean? I don't feel like this is gonna work out. And of course, I was like struck by this, right? But I was being a nonchalant idiot and just pretending like everything was okay. Hey, Valeria, I understand, and honestly, it's not crazy for you to do this. Just if you ever need anybody, then just feel free to contact me. She responded in a questionable tone. Huh? Are you not upset? And me being the nonchalant idiot, once again, was like, no, I'm not. And she was upset by the fact that I wasn't upset, which led to her dreading me even more. And to be honest, like at this time, I wasn't upset because I was on the game. I get a lot of dopamine from like Brawlhalla wins, so of course I was like really fucking happy because I just won a Brawlhalla game. But after a couple of games, I think I lost some. And after she hung up, it hit me. I lost Valeria. I lost the one person who loved me for me. I lost my everything, my world. And I started sobbing, bro. Like, I just started sobbing. In a desperate attempt, she left me unblocked on Roblox. Right? And, we just decided to keep talking from here on out. We didn't get back together. I I asked, like, hey, I would be down to continue the relationship if you'd be down. She hit me with, no, I don't think that's a good idea. If we get back together, we're just gonna break up again. And it hurt to hear that because, like, I'm still mad at myself for this. But I always knew that we weren't gonna work out. I just never knew how to end it off. I never had the guts to rip out the band-aid, to rip off the band-aid. But she did. Which, it saved us. It saved her. And I started crying on call. She got like icked out. We kept talking for like a few more minutes. And then I started like badgering her, just like insulting her, like, yeah, whatever, I didn't fucking need you anyway. And then she got upset and just hung up for the last time. We haven't spoke at all. But moving on to today. I feel like a failure. Not because of Valeria, but because of all the other external factors in my life. My grades aren't slipping, but my money is. I have like no money, I have no car, I've been procrastinating on my driver's license. You're lying. Please, please don't give me that. Don't give me no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wait. I don't want the mining fatigue. Okay. And oh my goodness. It just it feels bad because I really could have just changed this all around. I keep badgering myself with these what ifs. What if I never did this? What if I never broke things off in the first place? What if I never did this? What if I never acted like this? What if, what if, what if, what if? Oh man. Don't do that to yourself, please. Just focus on the present. I try my best to focus on the present, but it's hard. It's hard not getting caught up with the past. I keep pausing a lot in my sentences because I keep getting flooded by memories that we have. To be honest, it doesn't hurt to think about her. I would say I'm over her, but I don't even trust when I say I'm over her because I might just be in denial. I don't even know if I'm in denial or not. But all I can say for certain is I don't cry at the thought of her anymore. I don't do any of that. And to be honest, that's not really the point of this video. It's kind of just how this video became. With all this kind of lore, it led me to, dude, like, I feel like I've matured so much post breakup. I actually know what I want in a woman now. And I know how to not be a complete imbecile of, like, I know what to do now. Like, I know not to use, not to, like, yeah, just not to use, not to be a bitch, basically. Just not to be a bitch to a girl. Like, I feel like I was. I'm gonna hit this bullet once again. But I don't even know if you'd call this like a dating crisis or anything, but I'm kind of like in a weird position where approaching the end of senior year, everyone's gonna go off to college. Or so everyone's gonna go off to everywhere. Hence, we're graduating. We're not gonna be in school anymore, we're never gonna be in the same rooms anymore. So that just I have to like wait until I go to like university to actually like talk to somebody because I don't want to develop an emotional attachment to somebody who I'm just gonna end up drifting away from in like a couple of months. Well, actually, in a couple of weeks. I graduate in a couple of weeks. It feels like I got with Valeria just yesterday. And that was the beginning, the middle of freshman year, semester 2 of freshman year. And I don't feel like I have the right to be upset about all this. Because I know somebody in the world right now, probably like a convict of like, somebody's being framed for a murder that they didn't commit or something. And they're getting sent to prison for like fucking life or something. And they would kill to have it the way I have it. And it just puts me in this philosophical loophole with emotions that I feel like I don't have the right to feel, if that makes sense. Isn't this like the Killer Bunny? It's like a weird feeling because I don't know. It puts me in a weird position. I want a car really badly, but I don't have any bread, so with the lack of bread means lack of car, plus not even a license because I've been procrastinating a lot. I've just been bedrotting. I've been honestly just wasting my fucking life. I've done nothing. I had a job. This actually kind of portrays in this. This is relevant. I had a job. I had a job at Best Buy, and I hated it. Right, like anybody hates a corporate 9 to 5. Not. I know there are like harder jobs out there, but like just it's boring, right? But it gave me money. But this like feeling of making money like this just made me feel really bad. Like I felt bad just slaving away at the cashier, like just doing stuff around the Best Buy. That I looked for ways to make more money. And eventually I hit like a jackpot. I hit Facebook Marketplace. I started reselling. And at the peak, like at peak, I was making like $900 a week. Like crazy bread for like 16-year-old, yeah, a 16-year-old. No, 17-year-old. Wait, no, this is after the breakup. And I quit my job shortly after. Like, hey, I'm making like way more money here. My paychecks at the Best Buy were like $200 a week, or like, yeah, like 200. I was getting paid weekly, not bi-weekly. Which now that I'm like remembering, it's like that's like really good money too. I could have been at a consistent 1100 a week, but no. I feel like such a bitch, like just letting all this go. Like I'm gonna get back into the reselling. I don't care. I'm definitely gonna look back into it. Like hearing it out loud makes me realize how dumb it is of me to just stop doing that. But I let go of my job. I just quit. I didn't even give a 2 weeks notice. I just fucking quit. I just I didn't think it was important. And my mom was heated, bro. My mom was fuming. And I don't blame her. I was in a really good position. I had a job. You know, I was on my way to get a car. It was all good. It was all good. But I never grew up and I never had money growing up, right? My dad was a drug addict. But we had to stay with him because he was sheltering us. And he abused my mom. I was 5 years old at this time. I know it's like a sudden rewind, but the relevancy again is going to show itself. So I'm not going to say poor because we lived in an apartment. She had a car. My mom had a car. It was a small apartment, really small apartment. But at least it was not the streets, you know? She had a car. It was good. I kept going to school every day. I was well fed. But when it came to like the things I wanted, like a DS or some shit like that, I never got it. And I never like complained about it because I knew the situation that my mom was in, and I wasn't an idiot for a 5-year-old. I knew what my dad did. And I knew what he did was awful, and I knew that put my mom in jeopardy. My dad didn't even try getting custody of me. So my mom just got 100%. Lovely mom, by the way. I love you, mom. Shout out, mom. And she got custody over me. Custody was actually never let go of me. I was always with her during all this. I don't know why I make it sound like I was with my dad or something, but no, I was always with my mom. She's an amazing mother. And yeah, okay, so our financial situation was never on point, but she made it work. She made it work really well. She had night shift. It was amazing. She kept driving me to school in the morning, even when she had night shift. This part I didn't realize how impressive it was until like I was like 8. One time she actually fell asleep in the parking lot while dropping me off to school in the morning, and she was still there when I got out of school. But moving on, seeing as I made all this money with Facebook Marketplace, I kept splurging out. I kept buying things for everybody. I kept buying things for me. Saving up was a fallacy to me. It was a fantasy. It was just an idea. Right? I kept believing that, yeah, this money's always gonna keep coming in forever. So there's no point in just saving it. I'll start saving when I actually want something. But that didn't really turn out how it was planned. Eventually, all my money was gone, and my motivation to keep making more money also was gone. And, well, that kind of puts me in today's spot. No money, no girl. The girl part, I don't really mind too much. I'm actually kind of liked thinking a lot. I have no car though. That's the part that really bothers. Oh fuck. That's the part that really bothers me. Why? What the hell? Okay. Yes, I normally play on controller, which is why my mouse and keyboard is pretty bad. And I don't have any money right now. Money for a car, and I'm graduating soon. This is my second take of this video, and okay, that doesn't really matter right now. This is my second take, and they're both like 30 minutes long. I don't know what I'm expecting out of this. I just wanted to talk to someone, to something. Hence, I'm talking to a microphone while playing Minecraft. Not progressing in life at all. I could be studying right now for my knowledge exam, but I choose to do this. I don't know. It's weird. I'll study right after this, I promise, guys. And this just, what is that? What the? I've never seen this before. Hold on, wait. Story time aside. Hold on. What is this? Whoa. On land? I've never seen this before. Whoa. Let's go. Treasure map. Uh-oh. Fuck ass chicken. I know there's a map here. Let me just try to get it. There it is. Fishing rod. I don't really need it. And I'm just left here, 17 years old, no license, no money, no car. No, my social life is slowly, like, dying. I've kind of just been drifting away from my friend group because the more I've matured, the more I've realized how kind of, like, immature they are. They say that you're the person, you are the person, or something about, like, who you surround yourself with. You are who you surround yourself with. Bingo. And who I surround myself with isn't the person I want to be, so I've kind of just drifted apart. Which is kind of hypocritical, because them being around me is like contradictory to what I just said. In a way, not really. It makes more sense in my head instead of saying it out loud. Whatever. But I still love them all. But if this reaches somebody, I'm gonna say this at the end of the video. If this reaches somebody, I'd like maybe if you'd like drop a comment or something down below. Just telling me something, like everything's okay or something like that. It would really help. Because I'm kind of just in this emotional dilemma where I feel like I can't feel what I feel like. I have like nobody to talk to about this either. This has just been trapped in, like, I've been trapping all this. I've been bottling it all up. I don't want to burden anybody with a venting session like I did Valeria. I would say I'm over Valeria, honestly. But I don't think I'm over the way I felt when she broke up with me. I'm over her, just not over, like, the pain. The emotional pain. 'Cause it's a lot of pain. And I want to do everything in my power to never feel that again, but it hurts knowing that it's also inevitable. Parents dying, family members dying, loved ones dying, friends dying. I have a dog. My mom just recently got a chihuahua. She loved this chihuahua so much that, well, she loves this chihuahua. The chihuahua's not dead yet. The chihuahua is loved so much that my mom got her another chihuahua just to make this chihuahua not alone. Which, it gets annoying. It really does. I love both of them to death, honestly. They're the most adorable things ever. They're not like the skinny chihuahuas. They're actually really fucking fat. Which is awesome because sometimes they just... It's kind of scary, but sometimes they just lay down on the floor, belly facing up, and I think they're dead sometimes. They like just sleep. They have so much blubber on their back that it's kind of like a cushion wherever they sit, wherever they lay down on, because it's kind of like all that blubber. It's like a mattress for them to lay down on. I just really needed something to talk to. It feels good just talking to a camera. I mean, talking to a microphone or playing Minecraft. I'm not even really... Well, okay, yeah, I'm playing Minecraft, but I'm just fucking moving around. It's super unoptimal to make your base this far out of spawn. I'm like 8,000 right now. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to know what shader spec I'm running this one. I know my game looks fucking beautiful, but yeah. Also, I'm running Faithful. Hold on, right here. Faithful. Yes, I have X-ray. Yes, I do have X-ray. I'll just... I don't really know what... This is kind of gonna be my digital diary. I'm gonna be uploading. Probably like once every like 2 days, 3 days. If I ever catch myself in this boredom situation where I have nothing to do on a Sunday. Another one? Are these normal? What? Oh, wait. Right. Oh, fuck. Kind of missed it completely. And I'm honestly too lazy to even like go for it. And why is it drowned at these? Holy shit. I need to let go of all this useless stuff in my inventory. What? I don't know. It would be kind of funny if this video started something. I mean, stuff starts when like the least you expect it. I texted Valeria out of nowhere, and it led it to like a 3-year relationship. But I don't think that's gonna happen in this case, because I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody would actually watch this. It's kind of more like a passion project, digital diary, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I have all the equipment for it. I have OBS, I have a pretty good microphone, and I have a mouse and keyboard and a PC. And a monitor, of course. So, why not? Right? I lose nothing by starting this, and honestly, I have the world to gain out of it. I... I... Hmm. I don't wanna focus too much on the success aspect of this, because I really don't expect it. Like, I really, really don't. But it'll just be like, I actually hope this doesn't really get that popular, because I feel like, let's say this video got like 1 million views, right? I feel like this video is gonna be the standard for all my other videos. That I'd feel pressured into making content just like this, which eventually I'm gonna run out of, which eventually is gonna get, I don't even know like what's like, yeah, just no, that, like, no. So hopefully this doesn't get that popular. Like 100 views, that'd be sick, honestly. And maybe like a couple of comments. I'm honestly just fishing for the comments here. Just want advice. And I also want to make it clear that I'm not like suicidal in any way. I know it sounds a little weird saying that out of nowhere, which could lead people to thinking that I am suicidal. I understand, but I'm really not. Like, I don't think my life is like terrible. I just feel like I'm lost. I feel like I don't know what to do. I've made like so many boats. I should really just get my boat back. And I also love Minecraft videos. I think they're like the most satisfying thing ever. I've never seen a poorly edited Minecraft video, and chances are you haven't either. But this is the first one you're gonna see that's like not edited at all. So I guess it's not even poorly edited because it's not even edited. So yeah, no, bingo. Yeah, no. I should be going more this way. Wait, no, I should be going more this way? Oh, okay. Wait, no. This way. Okay. This biome has been massive. I don't want to get mining fatigue. I just saw this. A couple of comments would be nice. And I do feel like a failure, to be honest. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm 17 and I feel like I've accomplished nothing. That's about it. See ya.